Ranking the best running backs in Madden 24. We are back here with another tier list update. Today we got running back. Now I do want to say before we get into the new cards, if we get like a high overall weekly wildcard card, that will be at the end of the video. And also right here, before we get into the new cards, we do have to take a look at the old tier list. This is what I think about running back right now, right? The people that I personally hate playing against, right, are the X Factors. So people like Derrick Henry, Peyton Hillis, Barry Sanders, Michael Vick, like all these people that get freight train that starts on, I think they are the S tier. What I'm going to do is, right, I'm going to keep this Peyton Hillis and this Barry Sanders in the A tier, and I'm going to drop everyone else down a singular tier. And for me, this is what it's looking like now. And again, the reason why Peyton Hillis, Barry Sanders are still up here, it's the X factor. The freight train, the anger runs X factor, I think is actually stupid and broken. And that's why like other running backs, I think are just getting like less valued, even though say Dre Archer has amazing speed, Chris Johnson, top end physical stats in the game. I think the X factor on the running back is really what's great right now. And we do now have a slight team captain update with Frank Gore right here. And if we show max ratings right here, 93 overall with just 91 speed, like using our team captains on Frank Gore to me just really doesn't make sense. I mean, he can get up to 92 speed with the team captain boost. He doesn't really have any catching, route running. I mean, break tackle is solid, but I just don't really see the point of using this card. And it's not like he gets any discount abilities either. I think Frank Gore this entire year has just been a really just bad card. I'm going to place him probably F. Now I know it's like, you can argue like maybe like D, like I don't think he's on the level of like the C tier guys, but I just don't really think there's a point to use the card. And now right after that, we get some playoff cards right here that will be up to a 93 overall. And right now he is up to a 93 overall and he has 94 speed, 96 acceleration. I think this card is actually a beast. And if you did his set like early, it was very cheap to make this card. 94 agility as well, and a little bit lower carrying, but I mean, I'm honestly surprised they gave him low route running as well. Usually he's really good in the receiving department. 94 break tackle. I think he's a really great running back. And if we look at his abilities right here, he doesn't get anything discounted right now, but they might add discounted abilities. For me, I think he's a beastly running back. Definitely like really good physical stats. Maybe could see him bottom in the B, and I wouldn't hate bottom in the B. I really wouldn't. You know what? Let's do it. I think he's a better like budget card than Keaton Mitchell. I know he's technically not a budget card, but for a while, man, you could have made his set for so cheap. And right after him, we got another card right here, Tony Pollard. And again, he should be up to a 93 as well. Now, 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 96 agility. The stats all the way across the board aren't bad. I mean, catching, short route running is kind of bad actually. Not really too much of a receiving back. And if we scroll down, look at his abilities right here, doesn't get anything for discounted right now, but again, like I said with Aaron Jones, they said they would add some discounted abilities. For me, Tony Pollard, I think he's gonna be a tier below Aaron Jones. I'm gonna put him in the C tier. And right after that, we get 91 overall playoff David Montgomery with 92 speed, 94 acceleration. I mean, he has 80 catching. I feel like overall he's just like an okay running back. Like he doesn't really do anything special, but he's not like trash either, you know. I think honestly, like you can D tier I don't hate. I mean, if I put him D, I might as well move Frank Gore up as well. So I'm going to put them both in the D tier. And right after him, we get Devin Cook this time with 91 speed, 90 acceleration, 79 catching, no route running as well. This card just really just isn't good. Like he's not really too fast at this point. Devin Cook, remember when he used to get like big promo cards? Now he's going in the F tier. And right after that, we get free MCS Jonathan Taylor right here. Could have potentially got this card by watching the MCS stream. He's 94 speed, 91 acceleration, 89 agility. Like the speed, like the acceleration, has 95 juke move as well. And he has 89 short route running. Not the best catching, but I think if we have gift wrapped, like the catching on the running back really doesn't matter. But again, the short route running is great. And if we look at Jonathan Taylor's abilities right here, RB apprentice for 1 AP, very good ability on Jonathan Taylor. Probably like right by CMC in this B tier, man. I don't mind that. Like I honestly, for a while, man, I've been thinking about moving CMC up into A because he's just such a great receiving back. And I might do that because CMC is my favorite card out of the people in B tier right here. And now we get Ricky Williams. Can I be honest with y'all, man? I've used a lot of running backs, especially on my Dolphins team. This was the worst card that I've used. Like he was bad for me. He was bad. Now, when we look at his stats though, 94 speed, 92 acceleration, change of direction, break tackle, all looked great. Catching, short route running looked great as well. I don't really know why he was so bad for me. Like people will say Dre Archer fumbles a lot. This card fumbled more for me than Dre Archer. And for abilities, gets grab and go and RB apprentice both for 1 AP. For me, Ricky Williams, I'm not gonna just say like my one experience is how good the card is. I'm gonna say Ricky Williams is in this B tier as well, and I would probably run a lot of people over him in this, essentially even Folk and Ekeler, just because, and even like Bijan maybe because of his X factor, the RB apprentice. I don't know, you could argue placement throughout this B tier, man, but I do think he is a B tier running back. And right after that, we get legend MJD right here with 95 speed, 92 acceleration, 5'7", animation, 210 gets that quick juke animation, 84 catching, 78 short route running, 96 break tackle as well. If we look at his abilities this time, evasive, RB apprentice, tank, all for 1 AP, and of course no X factor. So this is what I was trying to say, right? Like from a stats standpoint, I think MJD is potentially S tier, but I just think the freight train and stuff on running back is so valuable. I'm putting him in this A tier right here. Reason why he's in S tier is because he doesn't get freight train or angry runs. And now we get two of my favorite cards right here back to back, and I've gotten a lot of questions which one's better out the bunch, and I'll tell you guys what I think. And I do think they're on the same level, but James Cook for the Bills, 95 speed, 96 agility, the break tackle change direction is good. He has a quick juke animation, and he is a receiving back as well, like 88 catching, 88 short route running, 80 medium route running. I really like this James Cook card a lot. And if we look at his abilities this time, of course, gets backfield master and jukebox for 1 AP, no RB apprentice or anything, but if you're running something like a hot route master, you don't really need it. One of the best running backs in the game, no X factor. I will say that. I think you could say if you don't want to run a running back X factor, him, Chris Johnson, they're both great, man. I love this James Cook card. The reason he's on S tier for me is because doesn't get freight train, doesn't get angry runs. And right after him, we get Isaiah Pacheco. Again, 95 speed, 95 acceleration. This time, 96 juke, 94 break tackle. And again, a pretty good receiver as well with 86 catching, 82 short route running. And when we look at his abilities this time, he gets RB apprentice, evasive for 2. This is how I would decide between the two. Like I said, I think they're on the same exact level. I have the same exact thoughts on both the cards. I think they're both beasts. So if you want RB apprentice, obviously Isaiah Pacheco. But if you want a little bit better receiving back and you run like a hot route master, I think James Cook is a little bit better because of that. After that, we get Icky Woods right here. So Icky Woods, 95 speed, 98 acceleration is just so crazy, man. 6'2", 231, gets the quick juke animation, 95 change direction, 94 break tackle, 87 catching, 84 short route running. So again, he's a good receiver as well. And if we look at his abilities this time, for discount, evasive for 1, tank for 1, the evasive for 1 is actually really great value. I would use this backfield master right here, that it just makes him a beastly receiver for what, 5 plays. It's on for 5 plays, off for 5 plays, I believe. Could use wrecking ball, but wrecking ball is nowhere near as good as freight train. Top end of A for me, just because again, doesn't get the X factors that are actually broken. And we also get another AKA card right here. We get LT LaDainian Tomlinson, 95 speed, 96 acceleration, 80 catching, 91 short route running, one of the best receiving backs we covered so far. And this time for his abilities and discounts, gets 1 AP RB apprentice, 1 AP jukebox. For X factor, gets Energizer for 0 AP. That's the only one he gets. I don't know why, like, if it seems like he was the only one to not get like multiple X factors, kind of weird. But anyway, so LT, again, very similar thoughts to like James Cook, Isaiah Pacheco. Think he is top in his, and even Icky Woods, think he's top in this A tier. And the reason why he's not S, just doesn't get freight train, doesn't get angry runs. And now the final card we got right here is technically a fullback, but I think he's good enough to play at running back, and it's Mike Allstott. So he's a little bit different style of running back, I will say that, because he doesn't get the quick juke animation. He's 6'1", 248, 94 speed, 96 acceleration. Again, he's a big body, 95 break tackle, and he's like a true fullback as well. Like, he's probably the best fullback in the game. And for discount, bruiser for 1, tank for 1, backfield master for 2. Again, it's a little bit different style, but as like a ground and pound, like big body, I think you can say he's either B or slightly A. It's all about play style at the end of the day, but I'm trying to think, right? Would I rather use CMC, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon, or Mike Allstott? I'd probably lean these cards in B, so I'm going to place him in B tier. I think he's along this level, not really A tier. And we did get a weekly wildcard Devon A-Chain right here with 96 speed, 94 acceleration, 74 catching as well, good break tackle, and pretty high carrying as well. So A-Chain right here, going to get that quick juke animation as well. I think he is, once again, a beastly running back. Again, very similar to people in A tier. I kind of like him a little bit more than CJ2K, has a little bit better carrying. I think you can argue him this right here, or you could say it's like right here in my opinion. So yeah, boys, this has been my thoughts on the running back position in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Just as a summary of this video really though, is I prefer the X factors on running back more than anything. I think the X factors are just going to keep getting crazier and crazier, by the way, too, because probably going to get a quad father or a flash AKA card LTD, and they are going to be a headache. I'm already knowing, man. So yeah, boys, hope y'all did enjoy this video. If you did, like I said, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, stay updated with the best cards in Madden. Now, if you guys do want to watch me use some of these running backs live, I stream over here on YouTube and also Twitch 2 p.m., 6 p.m. every week, Monday through Friday. And to watch on YouTube, make sure to hit that noti bell as well, or check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with the follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here, because I ranked the best quarterbacks in Madden 24.